I do not want to play the tutorial. I guess I have to. Alright, fuck it. There was once a time when gods and people walked the earth together. Your clan traces its ancestry back to those times. Yeah. Your clan history begins when you joined the forces of the storm god Orlanth. Back then, Orlanth was simply one of many upstart rebellion. And this sounds still very loud. Good god. It's like the 5%. Yeah, back then, Orlanth was a simple one of many upstart rebellious gods bent upon conquest of the world. Orlanth's unique contributions at that time were personal, honor, and a close kinship to other deities who seemed to be on the winning side. There are no right or wrong answers. Choices mold the mythological, let's try that again, profile of your clan. For now, click the Whoop with Orlanth choice. So this is kind of like Mount & Blade setup, looks like. You answer questions. This looks like a browser game? Alpha, this game's from like the 90s. Be kind. And rewind. It seemed pretty cool. I watched some gameplay of it. It's a long setup, but it seems cool. It seems pretty cool. After many tribulations, adventures, and discoveries, Orlanth proved himself worthy of marrying Ernalda, the Earth Mother. The two formed the marriage ring and created a great harmony in the world through this sacred bond. Your clan took part in the wedding ceremony. Most clans either whooped with Orlanth or learned a secret from Ernalda. A few clans stood with Elma, god of horses and the sun, as an honor guard. How did you prepare the great marriage? Well, it said we should whoop. Your men whooped with Orlanth and drank the 8 known drinks so that your heads would hurt during the ceremony. Man, this is a bunch of fantasy boobla-doop. Alright, each early event starts your clan with knowledge of a different divine blessing. Again, there is no best answer. Orlanth's struggle to remake the world was just beginning, and many other gods joined him in it. Orlanth fought Yelm, the Bright Emperor, and undertook many wars of conquest. Other, more peaceful deeds were just as important. Your earliest famous event was... There's a lot of events. Alright, which one did we do? The healing of Orlanth when the merciful goddess Chalana Eroi joined Orlanth's tribe. The 100-day hunt when Orlanth and his son Odalia tracked the Skybear. I mean, Skybears are pretty cool. We'll go with this one. I have no idea what any of this means, by the way. And yeah, Alyssa, you trying to min-max over there? There probably is a best choice, you're right. There really probably is. But we're gonna go hunt down the Skybear. If you decide that your ancestors took the Nalda Bin as thralls, they see nothing wrong with the practice. Otherwise, they dislike this institution of slavery. So, this... Again, I watched some gameplay of this. So this part is asking if this king accepted these refugees as slaves or not as slaves. I'm not a huge fan of slaves, so I'm going to say we adopted them. The foes of the refugees that we took in were many, and your people fought hard against them. Which one of them in particular did you fight? So who's our, like, rival? Do we want to have a rival troll lord? Beastman, an elf warlord? Tada the Green? Vesvena, warlord of the Ice Tribe? Hello, Diablo? Let's say we hate trolls. Or Grumseb says elves. Wow. People hating on the elves. Okay, sure. Elves. The Storm Age ended in disaster, when the gods and creatures of chaos came and destroyed nearly everything. Orlanth and his allies fought hard, but chaos almost always won. Many gods died and new ones rose to prominence. Many people died too. Catastrophe shook the world. The sun fall and the rain of blood and a terrible laughing tsunami. Alright, the darkness got so bad that even Orlanth and his companions had to abandon humans to their own destiny. Only a few deities, either small ones or weak ones, remained. The world stagnated and died. Your clan was diminished to a ragged handful of hardy survivors. Hayort the king was the leader who emerged amid the turmoil of darkness. The efforts of Herort and his companions helped set the world in order again. He created the laws that we follow to this day. One of the great distinctions which Herort discerned among his clans was that some of them tended towards either peace or war, while others maintained a balance between these two principles. Which kind was our clan? Which kind was our clan? War clans can devote more clan magic towards war, and more of the farmers can muster to fight. Peace clans can devote more clan magic towards crop and herds. Balance clans are in the middle. Go figure. It's called balance. I don't know. What do you think we should... What do you think our clan is? You think they're war, balance, or peace? Pacifism? Malinor, get out of here. There's no pacifism. Peace? There's no peace. It's only war. Balance. I like balance. It's our first game. Sure, we'll go with balance. You'll begin with a shrine to the deity you first awakened or continued to worship. As always, different choices change the game slightly, but none is the best, Alyssa. None is the best. Wow, everyone then picked war as soon as I did balance. Jesus. Finally, the sun rose again. While the rest of society worked to protect themselves, find food, or otherwise just survive, the first priest worked to re-establish links with the ancient deities. With a new harmony between people and deities, the world was slowly improved. Once the awakening process had begun, it got easier and went quicker as the gods woke each other too. Who was the first deity which your clan helped to awaken? None? We retained worship of our living deity. I don't, yeah, I'm just gonna roll a d8. How about that? Because I don't know what any of these people do. Roll a d8, I rolled a 1. That's not an option. I wanted to pick a god, so we're gonna choose Elmal, the Loyal Thane. Alright, things have been different since the dawn, 1300 years ago. Orlanth and the other gods retreated from the world, leaving it to mortals. You can still contact them through ritual and sacrifice, or enter their realm by reenacting stories about their deeds, which contain great magic, but they no longer walk beside you. When you settled in a new place, you marked this great change in the world by naming your land not after a god, but after a mortal like yourselves. You called it Heortland, in honor of the king who taught you how to survive during the darkness. About 600 years ago, a dragon approached you, in either its own form or that of a human with a dragon soul inside it. The dragons had always been hostile, or at the very best, utterly uncaring. Orlanth was always the dragon slayer. You had to choose whether to believe it and cooperate, and learn to do what dragons know, or whether to maintain neutrality. Which was your attitude towards the dragons? I don't trust dragons. I don't trust dragons. I'm gonna pick hostile. And I think some of you agree with me. I don't care if only one of you agree with me. I was gonna pick hostile. Never trust a dragon. Basically I'm saying don't trust Yelena. Most of the people who said yes to the dragons moved to Dragon Pass, a land to the north of your home. You stayed in Heortland, and it is a good thing too. For a little over 200 years ago, the dragons rose up and ate everyone who lived in Dragon Pass. Look at that! Positive. You guys wanted to be positive? We'd all be eaten alive. Y'all are crazy. Those dragons ate everybody. They ate the Orlanthi along with all of the other foolish human dragon friends. For a long time, no human went to Dragon Pass. They were sure that the dragons would eat them too. Recent events made you think twice about the abandoned land of Dragon Pass. A generation ago, a usurper who called himself the Pharaoh came to Heortland and started a civil war. Your clan broke into disputes, sometimes violent, about whether to support the Pharaoh. In the end, your group of dissidents decided it would be better to risk the dangers of Dragon Pass than to stay and kill your own kin. The greatest sin an Orlanthi can commit. Those unable to live under the Pharaoh could move, or would move, northward to Dragon Pass. People of similar beliefs from other clans had already made the same decision and settled there. So you made a new clan, just as your ancestors had done in the days of King Haort. So we got pushed out of our land and we're in Dragon Pass anyway. Larger borders are harder to guard. Enemies will find it easier to elude your patrols. Your new clan made the dangerous trek to Dragon Pass and selected a place to live. Like the other Orlanthe refugees from Haortland, you settled in Quinviniland. Quinviniland. Okay. A mountainous area in the southeast of Dragon Pass. You would call these lands your home. Or Tula. Okay. Tradition required you to make a formal land claim. How much land did we claim? As much as we needed, no more. More than we needed to grow into. Lots more than we would probably need. Huge tracts, like just simply fucking huge. Far more than needed. Sure. Alright, yeah. Yeah, huge tracks, because that's how you like your boobies. Sure. Seems we're getting more of the take all. We'll go with the more than we needed. Stick with normal difficulty and a short length for your first game. Restart lets you start over and make new choices. Click play to begin story. Oh, right. Forge tribe and remain king for 10 years. Clan name: Anmangarn. Armagerd. Clan name. Throw some out there. I mean, I'm kind of, you know what? I'm kind of digging the Barbie Dream House, to be honest. But, Macadon, I usually don't do any names that have my own name in it. Damn it, is that your suggestion, Alpha Blades? The clan name of Damn It? The Hose? Burn the Barbies? Mariu's relatives? Who's Mariu? The Highmoor clan? Yeah. Actually, I like the Highmoor. I like that one. Clan Highmoor. That may be a callback to Verlin Highmoor, if you know who that is, or maybe you just randomly suggested Highmoor. Oh, his suggestion was naming it Damn It Alyssa. I see. That's funny. Alright, so now we're playing. Sacred Time is 2 weeks of magical ceremonies which precede each new year. Here, you allocate the clan's magic resources for the coming year. Members of your clan council or ring offer advice. Click another advisor for their advice, or the text to hide it. Click the boxes to allocate a point of clan magic to crops, herds, and war, then click Proceed. This leaves a reserve in case you need it later. So a big part of this game is taking advice of your council, and from what I understand, making sure that your council represents most of the deities, because they're going to give you different options. I think that's kind of the big thing. So what do they want us? They want us to do crops, herds, and war. Alright, proceed. Now we get into the seasons. Let's check on the neighbors. In the menu at the left, click Relations. So this is most of the game right here, is this screen, from what I understand of it. But first, I'm going to go through our council here. So this is our leader. How do I... It's not gonna let me click on clan? Oh no, this is our clan. How do I get into the screen where we can replace these people? I don't know how to do that. Alright, well, we'll go to relations. Relations with other clans of Dragon Pass are important for winning. It's generally better to be owed favors, but we'll ask someone for cattle. Slide the control at the top until favors due is in the center. Yeah, so this is a port of the iOS game, so there's all, like, sliding. There's no, like, scrolling of the mouse button. It's all sliding, which makes sense for an iOS, because well, anyway. So we want favors due. Click Gorind in the clan list. So there we are, right there, Highmoor clan. These are all other clans, currently that we know of. Gorind. They're known for a large boulder with war powers. Their chief is Harncore. They owe us a favor. Click the info balloon if you want to hide it. Click emissary button to send an emissary. So they owe us a favor. Whoa. The dialogue. Choose Colbrast as our best diplomat. Press the small picture of his face. Press that dude's face. Colbrast. His bargaining is excellent. I'm assuming that's why we're sending him to do this. Sure enough, he has an excellent bargaining skill, as well as good leadership. Leave him chosen. Click Ask for Cattle as a goal. From what I understand, cattle is a huge part of this game. You always want cattle. So they want us to ask for cattle. Ask for cattle. The Gorin clan will be more likely to respond favorably if we give them a few gifts. Adjust the goods slider to bring 10 cows worth of goods. 10 cows worth, huh? Oh, right. And then bring some guards. Okay. Oops. We're already bringing 30. But they said to bring 8? 8 footmen to help guard our gifts. Oh. Click send to send out the mission. Goods, plus 10. Alright, so we got an event here. While the mission is on its way, events require your attention. The ring will advise you. When you click someone, their recommended actions highlight in blue on the right side over here. Colbrast can't give advice. Click his picture to see why. He's away from the Tula. No duh. There is seldom a wrong choice, everybody. Seldomly a wrong choice. Alright, let's see what our people want to say. We should at least show generosity. Oh wait, what's the event? Sora Goodseller, a trader priestess of the talking god Essarias, comes to trade. In addition to the usual exchange of goods, she asks if we have any white horses. Although we have some light gray horses, none can truly be called white. Alright. She will spread our good name among the other clans. We could paint a horse white. I've done it before. We could. Although we can't fulfill our guest request, nothing says we have to honor unreasonable requests. We have failed in our obligation to the guest. A horse is usually worth 4 cows, but white horses are fairly rare. She really wants to own a white horse. Thank you, Varsons. Thank you. I like this guy's option. Painting a horse white. Which is sell her another horse? You have some fine horses, but I'm looking for a white one. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, your emissary Colbrast approaches the Gorins, asking them to make good on a favor they owe you. Colbrast seeks a gift of cows from them. The customary number of cows granted by obligation is 20. How many heads of cattle do you ask for? They won't hold it against us for seeking the common amount of repayment, says Colbrast. So I'll say 20. The Gorins gave us the cattle without complaint. Alright. Clans get their most powerful magic by worshipping Glorantha's many gods. Click magic. Magic. Hello, JJ. Alright. Choose Hummacht, the god of war. The right side shows magical benefits which a temple to Hallmark can provide. So these are all the benefits? Alright, I like war. So we want to build. When you build, the battle luck blessing will be chosen automatically, though you can change it. Alright, so we're building like a level 1 shrine. Annual maintenance, 4 goods and 2 cows. Sure. In the list of deities, choose Humak, the god of... Yeah, we did that. We already did this. Is it wanting us just to build a level 2 shrine? His name's pronounced Kratos. Okay, we got a naked dude being chased by ladies. Is that Alpha? Everyone is gossiping about what happened a few hours ago. The young woman, Aorni's Lara, was found out in the forest making love with Coral. Scandalous. A notorious poet and troublemaking warrior of the Heron clan. Coral left without a formal farewell. Aonisar Lara is unmarried, so her actions are not an offense against the gods, but she is betrothed to Jorator, a young thane of the Hjord clan, and the wedding is scheduled for next season. I don't know if I can rename anybody in this game, Dirty Mike. Alright, Jorator's clan is allied to ours. Coral's clan is on the cusp of a feud with us. So he advises that we tell Jorator because they are allied to us. That sounds good to me. A marriage is like any other trade. You must tell your trading partner the facts so he will not complain. So he also says we tell Jorator. More snakes live in the mountains than any old fool thinks. He doesn't suggest anything. Let's see, has done nothing wrong, nor has the otherwise disreputable Coral. It would be absurd to marry her to him. Let marriage proceed. End the betrothal. Minara is up for those two, and he says let the marriage proceed. I mean, if they're allied to us, I'm gonna say tell Jorator, but urge him to continue with the wedding. That's what I'm gonna go with. Oh wait, I think I have to choose another one. Ignore your advisors and insist that Coral marry her. Oh, I see. I had to make this decision. The matter is not yet resolved. Before raiding Coral's clan, the Harani, find out more about them by clicking them in the clan list. So because we insisted that Coral marry her, you mistake my intentions, Coral said. I meant not to eat the whole cake, but merely to sample the dough. When our people heard this, they were outraged. Now we need to raid the Heron clan in retaliation for their insult, even though it is sea season. No one attacks in sea season. That's just dumb. But we're gonna raid them. Now decide who goes on the raid. Footmen, which are mostly farmers who are quite capable of fighting. Weapon thanes, which are full-time warriors. And woman auxiliaries who heal and encourage. Well, we're just sending everybody. Yeah, we're just going. Alliances. So we're allied with these two. Let's ask for the Hjord for some help. The Hjordlings said they had to sow their crops. We eluded the Huron patrols, and our 10 weapon thanes and footmen are facing only 6 weapon thanes and 72 spearmen. So actually, it is kind of dumb to attack in the sea season. I think the sea season is when you plant crops. The season that you want to attack in is the next season? Maybe? Do you want to spend magic? So each one of these things does something different, but I don't know what they do. these tactics, except for charge. I know that charge makes it so that the enemy doesn't have the time to do magic stuff. So I think I'm just going to charge. And we want to... We want to plunder. Hello, Elena. We rushed the Heron formation while they were still sacrificing to their gods. We smashed into the Heroni as they were trying to maneuver for advantage. The clash ended quickly. We were driven off and had no opportunity to obtain booty? What? We got no booty? The Heroni took 9 of our women auxiliaries captive. Our auxiliaries kept 9 warriors from dying and healed 9 of the wounded. So they lost 4 footmen and they had some wounded. But the Heroni took 9 of our women auxiliaries. That's bad. We lamented that lecherous Coral's clan was not humbled, but were glad that at least we had not meekly swallowed the offense. Some of the Carls muttered wordly about the crops for the upcoming year. We lost that. The Heroni have sent an emissary to ransom back the 9 captives they just took. They ask for the traditional ransom, 45 cows worth of trade goods. We have stockpiled 84 goods. Do we buy back our auxiliaries? Yeah, we probably should. We'll pay them. We got mood and farmer morale went up. Our people were pleased to see their kinsfolk again. Even if no weapon things were killed or injured, it can't hurt to strengthen your fighting forces. Switch to the war screen to hire more warriors. So yeah, I think it's the fire season is the season we want to attack in. Click the weapon things button to recruit more fighters. We could probably stand a few more weapon things. Choose the maximum number of weapon things by using the slider or clicking the blop, then click recruits. We want to recruit from promising Carls. Are these people named Carl? Thank you for following the channel. Holler. Holler if you hear me. Alright, let's recruit. I wanted to raise 14 and we raised 4. Switch to the lore screen, which provides information about the world of Gloranta. Okay, so this part is kind of cool. From the gameplay that I watched, from what I understand... Well, hold on, let's just read this. You don't need to know all this right now, but to win the game, be familiar with the myths. Sacrifice to the appropriate deity to learn their details. These will help when you reenact the myth as a hero quest. A hero quest duplicates the feats of the gods to gain magical benefits. Click the source story. Okay, so I think this is going to tell us what I was about to say. And this is a little odd. So, the myths pop out in the Steam overlay. So these are all different stories. And the way that this goes, if we go on a hero quest, we basically have to refer back to this screen, read it, and do the appropriate actions to gain a benefit at the end of that hero quest. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Most of Dragon Pass is still unknown. Since your clan just arrived, you have a basic idea of the geography from when people lived here before. Switch to the map screen to see what you know about your new home. You can scroll or zoom the map. Click Explore to outfit an exploration party and learn more about Dragon Pass. There we are. Let's explore. The exploration cross is set to the north of your clan. Leave it there or click where you wish to explore, then the send button. Sure, we'll send a weapon thane and 10 footmen. With Astborn. We're being raided by the horse nomads. There are 153 of them. They slipped past our patrols and we could raise only 7 weapon thanes and 69 of the feared in time. They have us really outnumbered. Use a point of magic and sacrifice a cow to Homacht for his favor. We're going to sacrifice a cow and use a point of magic. We're going to try and drive them off. Although the horse nomads tried to hold us off with missiles, we maneuvered well and fell on their flanks. As our forces engaged with the horse nomads, Johnston notices that a detachment of riders is trying to sneak completely around and get us from behind. What should he do? Sometimes the battle has a pivotal moment. When a leader has the chance to act heroically, this is one of those times. Make a decision then proceed to the main battle. His combat is very good. That's good. Make sure Varsons knows about the threat. Varsons reacted quickly, sending a small group who drove off the horse nomads without any difficulty. Alright. The fighting was over quickly. Their magic was stronger than ours, but we were not dismayed. We drove the horse nomads off, and their survivors left without plundering our Tula. We captured 6 horses. Oh, Jesus. So we lost an elite fighter, they lost 1. We lost 6 fighters, they lost 3. Huh. Chances are you have some wounded fighters to tend to. One quick way to heal people is to call on the healing goddess Chalana Arroy. So switch to the magic screen. Pick Chalana Arroy. Then click Sacrifice to choose the sacrifice. Click the healing button to select that blessing. If you have no wounded, just click X to leave the dialogue. Otherwise, choose at least 15 goods for entreating the goddess. I will sacrifice these 15 goods for healing. In her mercy, Chalana Arroy healed all of our wounded. Yeah! Sometimes you'll just want time to pass by. At the upper left, note that it's now Earth season, when the clan takes in the harvest. You wouldn't want to call up the farmers for a raid. Instead, click the season wheel to advance to the next season. Aww, look at that little baby in the belly. Aeornislara, whose betrothal to Jortor of the Hjorlings was broken off after her seduction by Alpha, the poet of the Hirani, is now pregnant. Aeornislara is very happy, but her kinfolk see her pregnancy as a reminder of an embarrassing chain of events. An earlier decision has delayed effect. See what your advisors have to say. Sometimes matters brought before the clan ring are not truly issues for the ring to settle, so leave this matter to her kinfolk. Oh. I hope they don't kill her. We got increased mood. People were happy that the ring did not interfere. Alright. Your expedition has returned with another opportunity. Decide how to handle it. Your clan ring can advise you. The newly explored territory will be shown the next time you look at the map. Alright, your explorers encountered a woman from Heortland while mapping the northeast. Heortland is where we came from. Her name is Nalendia, and she is fleeing from her homeland. I slew an agent of the Pharaoh who sought to tell chosen Orlanthi chieftains how to interpret the laws of our people. Although my act was just and supported by the spirits of our ancestors, the leaders were too afraid of the Pharaoh to stand up for what is right. They outlawed me and sent pursuers to kill me. I think I have outdistanced my pursuers, but would be lying if I said I was sure of that. The explorers were moved by her words and brought her here, suggesting that you should give her asylum. What do our advisors say? We have proven ourselves to the people who love and trust us. We can afford to decide the way we want to decide. So he's basically saying, I don't know, choose something. The people admire her. After the Pharaoh displaced the rightful ruler of our land, he said we would be allowed to live in peace, but his officials were unrighteous and drove us to settle this rough land. So he also says adopt. Give her 10 cows worth of easily portable trade goods. Man, he doesn't give a The Pharaoh will send evil sorcerers who will kill half the ring. Oh, she's scared. Do we really need another weapon thing? By all means, adopt her and honor her as a great foe of the hated Pharaoh. I'm gonna say, yeah, we adopt her. Yeah, population +1, weapon things +1, mood plus. Whoop. The people were proud to see a foe of the Pharaoh honored in such a fashion. Our crops did very well this year. However, because we raided during sea season, which the game forced us, by the way. Remember, I didn't want to raid. I didn't want to raid at all. This game said to. We were short-handed and couldn't fully reap Arnalda's bounty. Despite the fine harvest, we won't be able to feed everyone this coming year. We could send to another clan for food or slaughter some of our herds. It's dock season, which is winter, and Minara reports that the final tally of the harvest. It's worth paying attention to the agricultural calendar, even in this tutorial didn't. Funny. The game keeps track of what's been going on. Switch to the saga screen, which shows your clan's history. Oh, Jesus. Later, you may decide to restore a game by using the restore button. Click the season wheel so more time can pass. Wow, so we can just revert back in time? That's like save scumming, I guess. Wow, a lot happened this year. Holy crap. The Asoneri's priestess came to our clan and asked if we had any white horses to trade. We had no white horses. We offered a different horse, but she didn't want it. Yep, that totally happened. That's when Alpha, like, raped somebody. I mean, not raped. Forcibly put himself on her. Then she got pregnant later. Okay, so let's click the little wheel. Although members of the clan ring are, in a sense, your playing pieces, they do have minds of their own. There are sound mythic reasons to have a trickster on the ring, but sometimes practical reasons not to. Remove Bastakos from the ring. Jarstakos, the Thane of the Heron clan, comes to complain that he was insulted by a member of your clan ring. So basically we just have to remove Bastakos, which is this guy. Alright, well I guess we gotta remove him from the ring. And we gotta increase mood. Jarstakos was pleased by our justice, and the people were happy that his insults would no longer seem to come from the entire clan. The ring now only has 6 members, so go to the clan screen. Click reorganize to pick a new clan ring. Ah, here we go. You can sort the clan leaders in several ways. Click a leader for their opinion. Note that Bastakos can't return to the ring for a while. Find Brenna. She has a high bargaining. Then click the box to choose her. So we want to adjust by bargaining. There's Brenna, age 31. Tells her stats. And we'll click the box to put her on the ring. So yeah, it's really cool. There's all of these different people in our clan. So we can substitute people from the ring with these others if we want to. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, so she wasn't here, but the ring reorganization ceremony takes a while. There are no new events to deal with, so click the season wheel. A problem has arisen within the clan. Choose the first option to try to smooth things over. Wow, that dude got hit in the head. One of your Carls, Kinstrel, complains that his wife, Arine, dishonored him. It all started when he went to worship at the Blackrock Temple and was insulted by Garstel, one of their Carls. He challenged Garstel to a duel, but Arina did not want him to fight. When the appointed day of the duel arrived, she found where the men were fighting and knocked Kinstrel dizzy with a big branch. He could not complete the duel and has now lost his honor. Wait a minute, you'll eat her back? What? Man, things got weird in the chat when I wasn't paying attention. Okay. So we need to click the first one. Convince Kinstrel that Arena had his best interest at heart. Tell that to the goose egg on my head, Kinstrel protested. That didn't work. Even the most silver-tongued chiefs can't always win over the people. Try something else. He suggests all 3 of these. The Blackrocks are unhappy with us as it is. Let's not worsen matters by spilling Garstel's blood. Although both of them think they're in the right, Kinstrel will respond to a scolding better than Arine. This is not a matter for the clan ring. Scold the ungrateful scoundrel Kinstrel. Scold Kinstrel. Neither of them are especially good fighters. If they duel, they will probably wear each other out with no serious injuries on either side. So I'm thinking we go with scolding him. That seems to be the gist here. He apologized for wasting the ring's time with a matter he and his wife should resolve on their own. As for Kinstrel and Garstel, they met again and took to sipping ale together, lamenting the meddling ways of wives. Ha ha, silly ladies and their meddling ways.